Hello. Hello, beloved. You're welcome to Rainers Palace Ministry International. This is our Wednesday's live interview, and today I'll be your host. I'm Dorcas, and I'm here with Miss Mariam and Reverend Stephen Mensah. You're welcome, Miss Mariam and Reverend.
Thank you.
Please, would you want to say something to our viewers?
Okay, so I would like to welcome all our viewers, and then I would like to tell them to join us as we are going to discuss whatever we are going to discuss today.
Okay, viewers, God richly bless you for spending time with us. And today will be a special day. Today will be a blessed day. So wherever you are watching us from, you are welcome. I am Reverend Stephen, and tonight the Lord is going to use us to be a blessing unto you and your house. So God bless you. Stay and join us and be with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Today we are talking about allegations or false accusation. So before we go into it, we all know that allegation is a claim that someone has done something wrong. So our first question will be, Ms. Mariam, why do people accuse others so quickly without knowing what it's about or what the story is?
Wow, thank you very much for the question. So, first of all, we know accusation has to do with someone wrongfully saying something about you without having a proof of what you are saying. So sometimes the reason why we are accused is because we present ourselves like someone who is supposed to be accused, and others also accuse us because they misinform themselves. When something happens, instead of them drawing closer to find out the reason why this is like this, they would rather sit somewhere and then they will judge and then accuse you. So let's say on a normal, when you are walking by the roadside and then you see someone dressed in a certain way, sometimes the perception that comes to mind is, hey, this person looks like a thief.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes. So for us not to be accused, sometimes you can't stop people from accusing you, but what we can do better is make sure we dress as we want to be addressed. Yes.
Okay, so Reverend Steve, please, why do people accuse others so quickly without knowing what the story is about? They just hear it and boom, they go ahead to say whatever they want to say.
Okay, so before I answer your question, let me put this out there. Okay, a lot of people don't want to be accused. A lot of people, when they hear people accusing them, they have issue. They have problem. They don't want people to talk about them. But truly, accusation also help us to become right persons. Accusation help us a lot. Sometimes in Chi, they said, the one who is paving way will not know that the line or the lane is not straight.
Yeah.
Until somebody will come from somewhere and tell you, say, this or that.
Sure.
Okay. Let me use our parties for instance. You know, if party A is not there to accuse party B, party B will never do well.
Yes.
If party B is not there to accuse party A will never do well. Okay. So we need accusers. I think this is a bit
Controversial.
controversial. Thank you. We need accusers. You need people to accuse you of the wrong thing you do, so that you can amend your ways.
Sure.
Okay. So coming to your question, I think Miss Mariam have said all, and I will just add little to it. Okay. People don't need to know much about your story before they will accuse you. Already they want a fault.
Yeah.
Already they want to gain something. They will use it, as a material, as tool to work against you. So immediately in tree we says or temedasia now a man crash. Okay, in tree. The moment they hear that Kromfo, a thief. What is the thief? Then you see certain people picking knives, picking this. Whether it is truly a thief or not a thief, he has pulled out a knife, is going to kill the person. So you see that in this nation, we have encountered, countless situations like that. People have been killed,
Yeah.
because certain people accuse them of something. Sometimes they are not. Sometimes they are not. So people don't want to even go into the details of your matter, especially if they don't like you. Especially if they don't like you. Sometimes when I look at our television and our radio station, and you see some of the people talking about certain people, you see that this is hatred.
Yes.
You
That's
see that,
the word.
yeah, this is hatred. The way they will say it, and sometimes it will come out even that what we heard is not even true. And at that time, people has already misinformed your story, must have destroyed you, and has said all kinds of things. And sometimes they will end up even putting you in danger and in shame. So people will not, even wait until the full matter is out. Already they want something. That is another reason why, the moment people hear something, then they don't wait to get details, to know even what happened. Because sometimes in court, somebody can kill, but court will free the person.
Yeah.
It do happen. Okay. So sometimes the moment that is the reason, another reason why in the courts, until court said you were a criminal, you are not. Until court said you are a murderer, you are not. Okay. But sometimes people don't want to do that, don't want to wait until the issue is out. They don't want to even find out, the total reason, the reason why this person did that, this person, especially if they don't like you, immediately they heard anything about you, they start accusing you.
Wow. Viewers, I hope you are really listening. And please, if you have any question or you have any comments, you can put it on the comment section and we'll read it out.
Sure.
Okay. So my next question is, why do people find it easier to believe bad things about others?
Okay, so it's the nature of man to hate someone. You can meet someone for the first day, you've done nothing, and then they don't
You
like
don't like
you
the
naturally.
person, yeah.
They just don't like you. So immediately a false news about you starts to spread. They are even going to fuel it. Instead of them sitting down and analyzing, getting close to you, getting to know, did you really do this? No, they just can't wait to destroy you. There are some people, your reputation is like an effect to them. They can't wait to ruin your reputation. So immediately they get a stepping stone. They just want to step on it and then get you down. That is the nature of man. They really like to ruin you. And as we know, bad news spreads faster than good news.
Good news, it's true. Yeah.
Yes. So people lack critical thinking. If you do something or if you find out someone has done something, instead of accusing, draw close to the person and find out what the truth is.
And even why the person did that.
And even why.
Reverend, please, why do people find it so easy to believe what others say about their friends?
Okay, so before I come in to answer the question, let me lay down a foundation,
Okay.
To use it and to say something. Now, there's a story in the Bible.
Okay.
A man with the name Naboth, had a vineyard, and Jezebel and the husband, who was the king then, Ahab. The king wanted the vineyard or the garden, so he called Naboth. That Naboth, Chuck, I want you to give me your vineyard, your garden, anything you want, I will give it to you. Anything you want, I will give it to you. And Naboth said, no, I will not. This is something, I inherited. So I have to also enjoy and give it to my kids or my descendants. So I will not. And the Bible said the king was very down, was very sad. Because king thought he's a king. So anything he wish in life,
You get it.
He has to.
So as Naboth denied him that request, he was sad. So the wife was Jezebel. And when you mention Jezebel, even if you are not a Christian,
You know.
who we are talking about. So Jezebel saw that the husband was sad. So he just approached to the husband and discussed the issue. Tell me, why are you sad? And later the husband told her the story and said, oh, don't worry. So Jezebel forged, false accusation against Naboth.
Okay.
And what happened was, he called two ladies, who the Bible called them a harlot, in other words, prostitute, that Naboth, has done something with them, and added a lot of things to it. So the elders of the city should know this. And those time, when it's happened, when there is a news concerning you, and one or two people came out to give evidence about it, the matter
Automatically
is
it's
true.
true.
So this is what happened. So Naboth had no one to,
Defend.
come to his aid and to defend. So at the end of the day, Naboth was killed. Now, we are talking about very critical issue
Yeah.
in our days. Social media especially. As we are on social media every day, we see it. People will just see something small about somebody, and they will be talking, they will be saying all kinds of things. And at the end of the day, we destroy the image, we tarnish the image, the reputation, the name, the glory. And sometimes this will cause those people to lose a lot of opportunities, because people are not saying good things about them.
Yeah.
And sometimes what they are saying is truly not true. But the moment the issue will come out that, oh, it is not true, you are at
The
one
harm
corner.
has already been done.
The harm has been already done. And look at this. What I want to say as a child of God is that we Christians should be very careful the way we accuse people. I started by saying accusation is good because we need accusers in our life. They will help me to become better person. They will help you to become better person. But not at the bad side. Okay. When I do what is wrong, you can say it. But say it in a way, it will never destroy me. That is why I said even court will never be happy if I called you a thief. Even if you have stolen
something,
if
yeah.
you have stolen something, it is court who will call you a thief before I can get that audacity to also call you a thief. Until court call you a thief, you are not a thief. So when we hear something about people, let's calm down. Other than that, we end up destroying our nation, our community, our own people.
Yeah.
So now coming again to your question, we have people in Chimeka Sabi Adwin Wufo.
Shallow-minded people.
People who are shallow-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who are shallow-minded. So to those people, they believe everything.
Yes.
Those people, they believe everything. They don't wait. They don't search for. The Bible says it is the duty of a king to search. Every wise person, before one would be called a king. Yeah. Every wise person search. I heard this thing has happened. No.
Yeah.
Then let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. In some of the radios and TV stations, they are very good. When there is a matter about you, they will call you, Miss Mariam, this. And you will come out with the true story. Because a message that will be transferred from me to one or two people, it is likely the message will totally change.
Sure.
If I send you that, go to Miss Mariam. Tell Miss Mariam not to do this, not to do that. It is very hard for you to go and say it as
You said.
I said it.
Yeah.
So I know some of the stations, media houses, when they hear something about you, they will call you. They will find out, Sister, Mrs., this is what we have heard. Is it true? Then you come out with the truth. But sometimes those who are shallow-minded,
Yeah.
what they do is immediately they
They
hear,
hear.
then they start broadcasting it.
You did it.
Sometimes here in Ghana, we have heard, this person is dead, and later it will came out
not
that
true.
It's not true.
Not true.
But Reverend, I want to ask a follow-up question. They say that in every rumor there is a little bit of truth. So as you are saying that those people are shallow-minded, whatever they hear at that instant is true. What would you also say about that?
So what you said, in every rumors, there's
Little bits of truth.
So you have answered your question.
Yes.
A little. Okay, come here.
Let's say someone is spreading rumors that I've gotten a huge sum. Okay, I have money now. People will go around and say I'm into money rituals. Now, money rituals mean I have money. The fact that I have money is the truth there. But the rituals they are saying, they don't even know the source of the money.
Okay.
So maybe the little truth can be what is the truth. But they are adding more lies to the truth to make it the rumor.
Okay. All right. So viewers, I hope you're enjoying this. So the next question is, what's the best way to respond when someone wrongly accuses you? What's the best way to respond? Miss Mariam, you've heard the Q and say this, and that. What's the best way you can respond to it?
All right. So I feel approaching accusers has to be a step, or you have to have courage. If I should hear that someone is accusing me wrongfully, if it's a minor case and I can approach, I will approach and then speak the truth. Rather change their thoughts and let them know what the truth is. As you said, people they don't need proof to accuse you. So you seek the truth. But if it's a higher issue, then I think if you have the means to the authority legally, you involve it. Do not let your emotions lead you. Sometimes you let anger lead you, and you do something that rather allows you into the problem itself. So if you are accused, I feel address it. Address it. Don't just sit down and say, I leave it to God. Leave it to God attitude is killing lots of Ghanaians. It's killing a lot of us. Everything we leave it to God. Yes, God will come in. God will definitely come in. But sometimes you should take actions by going there, proving yourself right, involving the law, and I think you'll be good to go.
All right. Reverend Steve, so please, the question, what's the best way to respond when someone falsely accuses you?
So, Miss Mariam said we should not leave it.
Please, it's not everything. I know as a Christian, you have to leave everything to God, but and there are people who say that karma will judge you. What if karma keeps long?
Karma is not coming.
If I have the strength, Charlie, I'll go and fight. Well, on the lighter notes, yeah.
So, I think Madam Mariam has said all. But what I will add is, as we are Christians also, there are issues. If we don't take care, we open door for the enemy to even work harder against us.
Sure.
As a man of God, I've encountered situation. People were going through something and we were praying. People were accusing them, saying all kinds of things against them. Sometimes it is court issue, and I will tell them, exercise patience, don't react, don't say anything about it, and let's present the case before God. So the physical one is what you have said. Not everything you say you pray, especially when the matter is very critical. You need a counselor. You need a lawyer. You need to go to court. Okay, sure. One way or other, all of us, need lawyers. And one day, if you haven't been to court before, one day you go to court about a certain issue. We need them. Okay, but at the same time, as you are doing that, then you are praying too, because some of the things which happens, the enemy is behind. Now, Paul says something. He said, we are not ignorant of enemy's devices, else he will gain advantage over us. Okay, so you see in the Bible, both the Old and the New Testament, accusation was there.
Yeah.
People accuse people. Okay, in the Old Testament, the prophets, they were doing things, sometimes because of how people were treating them, they were also doing things. Even some of them were wrong way. Elijah killed the priest of the bar. When you come to the New Testament, Paul was praying against people. Okay, people were against the gospel. Jesus Christ said something according to Matthew 5, that because of my name, they will insult you, they will accuse you, they will defy your name because of my name. But know that the reward is bigger in heaven.
Sure.
Okay, so do the physical ones you said. Okay, sometimes you have to consult the person. Sister, I'm not okay with the way you are saying my issue. Sister, I'm not okay the way you are accusing me. This is, and you give the details to the person. If the person is wise, obey you but the person will sit down, and pick the right from the wrong. Okay, so you need the physical actions.
Yeah.
But as you are taking the physical actions, I will advise everybody listening to me that don't take only physical actions and leave the spiritual ones. Because some of these issues, the enemy is behind it. You take only the physical action and later you lose bigger glory.
So, beloved, as you are doing the physical, try to do the spiritual. So, please, the last question is, what's the contribution of social media to accusations and defamation? Now we are living in a global world. Something can just happen here right now, and within a twinkle of an eye, everybody in the world get to see, get to know. So, what's the contribution of social media?
I can say social media is contributing greatly, both the viewers and then those creating the content. Why am I saying this? People sit behind their phones at home, and then maybe someone is on their phone, they are watching the person. What kind of, the kind of things they can say. And these people can go as far as capturing what they are seeing, spreading it, and tagging it with wrong information. Secondly, those who are putting their informations out there, right now I can say that there are a lot of people, if you want to know their background, their story, their lifestyle, everything that is happening in their life, just know the name the person uses on social media, and you see everything. People come out, they fake their lives, okay, and then you make me believe this. Then the next moment you are doing this, it gives me reasons to accuse you. You put your life and everything that has to do with your life, your family, everything out there. You are giving the accusers room to accuse you. And I also feel that those of us who are also behind our phones and then we are looking at the lifestyle of others, when we see things, we shouldn't judge. You might not know what is actually happening. Maybe what you think is happening is not what is happening. You can relax. Maybe if it's a trendy issue, as we know, there's a trendy issue about defamation and things. We don't really know what is happening. But I think, just like our pastor said, the court is the right person to tell us what is happening. So yes, social media is really contributing to accusations.
Reverend Steve, please, what is the contribution of social media to this topic we are dealing with about the defamation?
Okay, so this may have the advantage and the disadvantage if I understand your question. So what I will say is, I will use my answer to be a question or to be an answer.
Okay.
Just to advise somebody.
Sure.
I will just say something to advise somebody. So listen to what you said. It's very important when we are doing things on social media, because now it's almost like everybody, if you are not on social media, you are coming.
That's true. Even our grandmothers and grandfathers.
In my church now, I will be seeing the grannies and grandpas are all now on Facebook and TikTok. Sometimes I will be seeing certain person, I will be shocked. Wow, all of you are coming. So now it's becoming interesting.
Sure.
Okay, so please, anyone watching us, if you are putting something on social media about yourself, be careful. There are shallow persons and the weak persons. Okay, they will not pick the right one.
Yes.
They will pick the bad one rather.
Yes.
Yeah, they will not pick the right one. They will pick the bad one, and they will use it against you. So be careful. And if we are also saying things about people because we heard them speaking, we heard them doing something wrong, we have all rights. Nothing resists us. We have all right to say what we want to say, to accuse them. But as a child of God, don't be happy accusing somebody wrongly. So take time and go into the matter well, so that at the end of the day, you know what to do. Sometimes I will urge every believer that sometimes go on your knees and pray for those people. They are doing it, but they are not the one causing it. Okay? They are doing it, but they don't know what they are doing. Thank you.
Right. Dear viewers, this is Rainier's Palace Ministry International. We are located at Medina, Washington, right opposite the SDA Church. So please, I would like to ask you your final words. Miss Mariam, what are you telling our viewers, especially about this defamation and the use of the social media?
All right, so what I would like to say to everyone watching us is, don't be quick to judge people. When you hear information about someone, try and confirm. If you have the means of confirming, try and confirm to see if it's true. Sometimes you go and then you spread false information. You don't know the God behind that person. When the person enters his room or is behind closed doors, you don't know what the person does. It's not everyone that you can accuse wrongfully and go scot-free. No. There are a lot of people that God is really speaking for them. We are Christians, so let's do what is right.
Okay. Thank you. Reverend Steve, please, any final words to our viewers?
My final word will be a prayer. I would like to pray for somebody.
Okay.
But before the prayer, I am inviting you, beloved, watching us from any angle. God richly bless you. This is Rainier's Palace Ministry International, Medina, Washington, right opposite SDH. And I am your pastor, Reverend Henry Stephen Mensah Kofi. I'm inviting you to join us. You know, we meet here Wednesdays and Friday evening. Okay, Wednesday and Friday evening, between 6:30 to 9 o'clock, and Sunday morning between 8:30 to 12 noon, 12 afternoon. So try and come with any problem. Here is the place. You don't come and pay money, buy stuffs, oils, and blah 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 blah, and God will still visit you. So I'm inviting you. Come, and you will never regret whatever you are watching us for. Do well also to share this broadcast to bless somebody. Okay, I'm praying for you. Father, I pray for that your son, that your daughter. I pray the Lord will meet you at the point of your need. Spending time with us will never be in vain. May the Lord connect you to bigger things. Before weekend, you will share a great testimony. See you. God richly bless you.
Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you so much, Miss Mariam and Reverend. God bless you. And we hope to see you next week, same time on our Facebook page. Have a lovely evening. Bye.